Hello, Ultron.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Ultron, can you greet all my friends here?
Sure. Hi everyone.
That's great.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you.
Ultron, I have a question. Can you tell me about blockchain future?
Blockchain technology is still in its early stages, and it is difficult to predict the future of blockchain. However,
So, from the video till now, you must have got what we are going to do in this particular project. In this project, we are going to create our own Ultron, and this Ultron will not only take audio as an input, but will also provide us output as a form of an audio, like we have seen in the demo. So people are creating Jarvis everywhere, right? People are using Jarvis everywhere. So I thought, why not to give some respect to Ultron as well? So without wasting any time further, let's start with the video. So the first step of creating our Ultron will be to sign up to OpenAI.com. Now, once you will sign up to OpenAI.com, it's a very simple process. You will see that you have these different tabs like overview, documentation, API reference, examples, playground, and so many different things. And what you need to do is you need to go to the API reference and then simply you have to copy this particular command. Now this command will be helpful in installing OpenAI, which we are going to use in order to talk to our Ultron, and I will explain you each and everything, so just don't worry. I will simply copy this. I have opened a folder by the name of Ultron YT. Okay, YT stands for YouTube. So you can create a folder in VS Code, a very simple folder, like very simple when I'm saying whatever name you want to give to your folder, you can give to your folder that particular name, and you do simply install the OpenAI. Now, once you will install OpenAI, it will you can check okay whether it is installed or not. Yeah, it is, I think. So what we need to do is we need to simply install one more dependency, and that dependency is .env, which will be helpful in keeping our API key that is provided by OpenAI, in keeping that OpenAI's API key as a secret. Okay, so because we do not want that our API key is revealed in public, right? And I think there is some issue, and the issue is because I have already installed .env. Might be that is the issue. Let me check. Yeah, I think it is installed. Yeah, I think it is installed. Let's see that. So defaulting to user installation because normal siteware is not writable, collecting .env. So yeah, I think in my case it is already installed, but in your case you will see that .env is getting installed. Now once you have .env installed and OpenAI installed, what you need to do is you need to have your OpenAI key, right? OpenAI key. First of all, let us create one folder, one file by the name of askultron.py, and one more file by the name of .env, where we are going to have our API key. Okay, so we will hide our API key inside that .env file. Let's go back. And once you will go back, you have to simply click on this and you have to simply go for view API key. And from this dashboard, you can create your own secret API key. Okay, now remember one thing, to check in the users tab whether the API key that is provided by OpenAI is expired or not. Like in my case, you can see that it is not expired. I can still use the API key till September 1, 2023. In your case, it might have expired. If it might have, in that case, you have to simply register with a new mobile number and with a new email address. Then you can again use their API key. Okay, if in your case it is expired, and you can simply see whether it is expired or not. Okay, now once you will do that, you have to simply again go back to the API key and simply copy your API key from here. Okay, remember one thing more, that during the creation of your API key, just copy paste the API key. Okay, because once you have copy pasted the API key, once you have created your own API key, you will not be able to access your API key once more from the dashboard. Okay, as you can see, I cannot go back and see my API key. Okay, so if I will do this also, I can change the name of my API key, but I cannot see the API key. Okay, so do copy paste it while you are creating a new API key. Now once you will do that, what you need to do is you have to simply paste your API key here. Okay, and do not use any double quotes or anything like that. I will be also pasting my API key here. So now once you have done that, simply import OpenAI. Okay, and simply import .env from but import .env values. Now env vars, so we are simply importing our API key. Okay, so .env values from the current directory env file, right? And then we will simply use this API key with our OpenAI actually, OpenAI and we will simply have that. So env vars, and from that we are going to fetch the API key variable that we have name that we have given, right? API key. Okay, so remember to give the same name like API key and also the name of the variable in the .env file. Okay, that should not be different. Now once you have done that, simply create one function by the name of ask Ultron. Now inside this we are going to have our question. Okay, we will pass a question to Ultron and Ultron will respond back to that particular question. And how Ultron is going to do that? Ultron is going to do that using the OpenAI. So once more, I'm using OpenAI. Again and again, I'm saying OpenAI, but it's OpenAI. Okay, so I will simply have this question. I will pass this question to this. Now, this is something which is provided by OpenAI, and we will talk about this thing in detail in some other course where I will be talking about artificial intelligence and everything. But for now, we are simply going to use this particular thing. Okay, we are going to simply use this code snippet so that it will provide the response to our question, and I will show you how it actually works. Now what we will do, we will create a variable data and we will take the response, and response will have various things. So we are going to for choices index 0, then we are going to fetch the text. Okay, let me have this here. Okay, now this is good. Now what we can do is we can simply return this, and to return this I will have Ultron here, and I will simply concatenate this with the data, means the like whatever Ultron response is, and I'm going to strip it because it will have a lot of empty space. Okay, so I'm going to strip that empty space just to make it more presentable. Now once we will do that, we can simply ask questions from Ultron, and let's check that. So if I will do ask Ultron, how are you? Okay, how are you? And we will save this. Okay, so this is the complete code. Definitely we are going to convert it into the voice and everything, but for now let us check this. Okay, I think I haven't printed this, right? So what I can do is text, or I can do output text is equal to this, and I can print this. Okay, I can simply print this. Now let's check this, and here you can see that as soon as I asked how are you, Ultron responded us with, I am doing well, thanks for asking, how about you? So this is good, right? This is good. If I will change the question like what is 2 plus 2, something like that. Save. Let me run this once more, and again you can see that Ultron is responding 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So this is good, but again this is not that cool, right? Because we have to again and again change the question here, and then only the Ultron is going to respond it back. So what we can do is we can simply have a while loop, and we are going to run it for infinite times. And inside this while loop I will have my query. I will use input so that I can take input from the user, whatever question they want to ask. So I will say ask a question from Ultron. Okay, and then simply I will take this and take this as well and paste it here. And what I'm going to do is I will take this query as my question, right? Whatever input I'm going to receive, like this program is going to receive from the user, and I will simply going to pass this to Ultron, and then we can check this so that the Ultron will keep on asking us the questions, right? Okay, let me clear this. Now let me run this once more. Okay, I made a mistake. Okay, now it is working. So ask a question from Ultron. So how okay, we will work on the presentation part, but let's check first of all. So Ultron, I'm doing well, thank you, how about you? I'm also good, Ultron, something like that. And you can see that Ultron is working with us, right? Ultron is working with us. The only thing that we need to do is we need to have a space between the input and the question so that it is looking much more good. Yeah, now it is good. Ask a question from Ultron and we have a space in between. How are you? Something like that. And yeah, it is working. But definitely our work is still not completed, because what we have seen right in the starting, that we will give voice command to Ultron and Ultron will respond back with the voice, right? But for now it is working on text based, but it's okay. But now we will convert the text that is provided by Ultron and the text that we are providing to Ultron into a form of audio. Okay. And to do that, I'm going to install some library, not install actually, I'm going to import some library like Python text to speech library. Okay. And then one more library, import speech recognition, which is going to recognize our voice as SR. Okay. And then let me create a function speak to demonstrate this thing, like how speak function is going to convert whatever text we are going to pass to it in the form of audio. Okay. And to use this, we will have to use the engine by who's like text to speech. So in it, we are going to initialize it, and then we are going to simply use it. So we will have engine dot say, so whatever text we are going to pass, and then we are going to run and wait. Okay. And let's check whether the speak function is working right or not, which is whether it is converting our text into speech or not. So let me comment this out and let me do a speak like, hi everyone. Okay, let me do not have any space. Everyone, hi everyone, what's up, something like that, what's up. Okay, so let's check this. So let me run this.
Hi, everyone.
So
What's
did
up?
you hear that? Yeah, so it is responding, right? Whatever text we are going to pass to this speak function, it is going to speak that particular text. So this is good. Now what we need to do is we need to create one more function which is going to convert our audio into text. So this audio into text is something from which we are going to pass a text, like when we are going to ask our question from Ultron, so we are going to speak something, right? So what we are doing is we are simply converting that particular audio into a form of a text so that we can use it, right? So I will simply create this function, and to do that I'm going to use sr dot the library that we have passed. So sr dot recognizer, so it is going to recognize us. And do make sure that your microphone is working, guys, otherwise it will not work in your case. So sr dot microphone as source, so do check whether in your system your microphone is working properly. And then we are going to print a statement saying that listening. So this is like when we are going to speak, it is going to listen to us, and it will listen to us till there is a 1 second pause. Now as soon as we will hit a 1 second pause, it will stop listening to us, and this is good. Like for example, if I am speaking regular, like speaking continuously, if I am speaking right like that, and if I am not going to take any break, in that case it will keep on listening. But once if I will give a 1 second break, it will then stop listening and it will start responding to us. Okay, so that's what we are doing. So audio r dot listen. Now this is something given in the Python library. If you are not able to understand it, it's okay, because most of the things I also do not understand, but it's okay for now, right? Now let's simply do the try catch. So we are going to, because if there is some issue, let's say while the recognition part, because sometimes the audio to text will not be able to understand what we are saying, in that case there can be some issue, right? So we are going to catch that issue so that we can throw an error, okay, this is the issue you should be aware of, okay, something like that. But if everything is working fine, then we are going to do a recognizing thing. So it will be recognizing to us. Then we are going to pass this query to r dot recognize Google. So they will be actually converting our audio into text. Okay, so the language that we are going to prefer is English, and English of Indian accent, because I'm an Indian, so I'm going to use IN. But definitely if in your case it is English, then just select English. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I will simply do return query. So this will respond, like it is going to respond us with the audio that we have passed. It will going us to respond with a text based response. So the query will be in the form of a text. So it is simply converting audio to text. This is the simple thing that it is doing, right? Remember that. Okay, now if there is some issue, if there is some problem, then exception as E. Okay. So if there is some background noise or if it is not able to recognize you, in that case, it will say speak, please, please speak once more, something like that. Okay. And otherwise, now we are going to have a return none. Okay, means the query that we are going to return will be a none query if there is some exception. Otherwise, if the query is right, the text is converted into, audio is converted into text properly, then we are going to return the query. So now this is done. And now it's time to check this, right? Let me first of all comment this out and simply use while true. Again, I am going to have my input text, and this input text will be given by audio to text. So whatever voice we are going to, whatever audio that we are going to provide to the audio to text, it is going to convert it into a form of a text, right? Audio to text function will convert that audio into text, right? And it will return us the query. Okay, let me do proper indentation. Now we can also print this result so that we can see whether everything is working properly or not. And then we can use the output text by having the input, or not actually input, by directly going to Ultron and passing the input text, right? So whatever query that we have given to Ultron will be passed to Ultron, and then we are simply going to print that result. If you want, definitely if you do not want any text result, then you do not need to print it, but I'm going to do that. And whatever output text that is provided by Ultron, we are going to print that, we are going to speak that, right, by going to the speak function. Okay, so this is good, this is good. Let's check this. So let's run this. Hi Ultron, what's up, brother?
Hi there. What can I do for you?
So you can see that there is some issue, right? So he is not able to recognize us in a much more good way. So you need to speak very clearly, then only it is going to understand you. So you can see that it has cached here Tron, what's up, brother, but still he, like, the Ultron is a smart guy, so he was able to understand, okay, you are asking something like that only to me. So he responded, hi there, what can I do for you? And you can see that there is a pause, right? When I'm speaking and I'm giving a 1 second pause, then we are going to the recognizing state. Let me show you once more. So if I will run this, see, till now I'm speaking, right? So till the time I'm speaking continuously, it is going to listen us. But as soon as I'm going to take a 1 second break, you can see that now it is recognizing us. And now you can see that
Ultron,
the things that I have spoken, he's not able to
The
understand
device
us.
will not be able to listen if you take a break
But
in your
it's okay,
speaking.
no issue. It's
The
not
device needs
the mistake
continuous
of
speech input
Ultron.
in order to recognize and process what is being said.
So let us close this. Let's speak this once more in a proper way so that we can check it properly. Hi Ultron, can you tell me about blockchain? Okay, I think
Ultron,
it has taken
blockchain is a
wrong
type of
result.
distributed ledger.
Let me close this. Let me run this. Hi Ultron, can you tell me about blockchain? So it has taken
blockchain
Ultron
is a
instead
distributed
of
ledger technology
ultrasound.
that allows for
So
secure,
again, it's not a mistake of
and immutable
Ultron. It is the
transactions.
mistake of the
It
library
is a
that we are
decentralized
using. So
system that
just
uses
don't mind it.
cryptography to store and verify data in blocks of information that are
But
linked
Ultron
together.
is responding us,
This
right?
makes it nearly
In
impossible
the
to
form of
tamper
a
with or alter the
speech.
data without being detected. Blockchain technology has been used to create digital currencies such as Bitcoin, but it can also be used for other applications such as smart contracts, supply chain management, and identity management.
And again, it is asking us a question, and we can again give us this Ultron a question, and it will respond us back. Okay. So I hope you understood like how this particular code is working, and you enjoyed this particular tutorial. It's a small tutorial, but I think this is a very fun tutorial to do, right? You can do, like, it is so good. Like, you are just speaking to a person, he's responding you back, and this person to whom you are speaking is a knowledgeable person, right? He's not something like, random person who is speaking anything. No, he's asking, whenever you are going to ask something useful, he's going to provide you with a useful information. So yeah, this is good. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you have learned a lot from this tutorial. I enjoyed it a lot. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe this channel. And if you want more AI based courses with blockchain, then do let me know in the comment section. To meet you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.